Alzheimer's disease doesn't start with a forgotten name, a misplaced word, or a moment of confusion that quickly passes. It's not simply about those obvious lapses in memory that we often associate with aging, or misplaced keys, a common frustration we all experience from time to time. It begins much earlier, often decades before these noticeable symptoms even begin to surface. With subtle changes that are easy to miss, changes so gradual they blend into the background of everyday life. These aren't dramatic shifts, but quiet alterations in behavior and perception. Recent research shows the first signs can appear a decade or more, sometimes even 2 decades before memory loss becomes obvious, before it starts significantly impacting daily routines and interactions. This is a slow, silent process, a creeping progression that unfolds over many years, leaving clues if we know where to look, subtle indicators that something is changing beneath the surface. The brain undergoes subtle changes, microscopic shifts in its structure and function, long before daily life is affected, before these changes manifest in noticeable cognitive decline. Imagine a slow leak in a house's foundation, a seemingly insignificant drip. Damage accumulates quietly out of sight, gradually weakening the entire structure over time. In the preclinical stage of Alzheimer's, plaques and tangles start forming. These abnormal protein deposits begin to accumulate in the brain, but the brain compensates, masking the problem, cleverly rerouting neural pathways to maintain normal function. This changes how we should think about brain health, shifting our focus from reacting to memory loss to preventing decline before it starts, adopting a proactive approach to cognitive wellness. By the time memory fails, much damage is already done, the foundation is severely compromised, and recovery becomes significantly more challenging. Recognizing early changes gives us a chance to intervene when it matters most, when we can still make a meaningful difference in the trajectory of the disease. We'll explore these early signs like changes in smell, a diminished ability to detect certain odors, sleep, disruptions in sleep patterns, and the quality of rest we get each night, and brain energy use that often go unnoticed, subtle shifts in how the brain metabolizes glucose, its primary fuel source. These subtle shifts are deeply connected to brain health, providing valuable insights into the earliest stages of cognitive decline. By learning to spot them, you gain the power to act early and shape your cognitive future, taking control of your brain health and maximizing your chances of a long and vibrant life. Smell is a sense we rarely think about until it fades. A gradual loss of smell, not caused by a cold, can be an early sign of Alzheimer's. The olfactory bulb, which processes smell, is one of the first brain areas affected by Alzheimer's proteins. This region is close to memory centers, making smell loss an early warning. Simple at-home tests like identifying coffee, lemon, or cinnamon can reveal changes. Studies show those who struggle with these tests are at higher risk for memory problems later. Loss of smell can also impact appetite, nutrition, and emotional connections, all of which affect brain health. It's easy to dismiss, but deserves attention as a potential early clue. Preserving your sense of smell is about more than detection, it's about maintaining quality of life. Poor sleep isn't just tiring, it's a hidden risk for Alzheimer's. Deep sleep is when the brain clears out waste, including beta amyloid, the protein that forms Alzheimer's plaques. Without enough deep sleep, this cleaning process fails and toxic proteins build up. The cycle is vicious. Amyloid buildup disrupts sleep, and poor sleep leads to more amyloid. This spiral can start years before memory loss. Frequent waking, feeling unrested, or sleep apnea may signal your brain's maintenance is faltering. Occasional bad nights are normal, but chronic poor sleep is a red flag. Addressing sleep issues isn't just about feeling better, it's a strategy to protect your brain. Take sleep disturbances seriously. They could be early signs of a deeper problem. Prioritizing quality sleep is a powerful way to defend your cognitive health. Insulin resistance isn't just about diabetes, it can happen in the brain too. Some scientists call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because brain cells become less responsive to insulin, starving them of energy. When brain cells can't get glucose, they struggle and die, especially in memory regions. Early signs may be subtle brain fog, trouble concentrating, or mental sluggishness. Insulin also helps clear toxic proteins. When signaling fails, both energy and cleanup suffer. Lifestyle factors like diet, inactivity, and stress can worsen brain insulin resistance. The good news: you can improve insulin sensitivity with healthy choices. This isn't just about preventing diabetes, it's about fueling your brain for the long haul. Recognizing these early metabolic changes gives you a powerful tool for brain health. Take action early to keep your brain energized and resilient. Why do we miss these early signs? Because they're subtle and easy to explain away. Loss of smell, poor sleep, and brain fog creep in slowly, often mistaken for normal aging or stress. Our healthcare system focuses on urgent problems, not subtle changes like sleep or smell. There's no routine screening for these symptoms, so they're often overlooked. We tend to normalize these changes, blaming them on getting older. This mindset can be dangerous, preventing us from seeking answers or help. Fear and denial also play a role. Alzheimer's is scary, so we ignore warning signs, but ignoring them wastes the precious window for early intervention. Overcoming denial and seeing these signs as a call to action is crucial. Early recognition opens the door to meaningful change. Don't accept these symptoms as fate. See them as signals your brain needs attention. How do seemingly unrelated symptoms like smell loss, disrupted sleep patterns, and that frustrating brain fog connect to the devastating memory loss associated with Alzheimer's disease? What's the hidden link that ties these symptoms together? The answer, at its core, lies in the realm of toxic proteins, specifically beta amyloid and tau. These are the key players in the development of Alzheimer's. Beta amyloid, a naturally occurring protein, begins to misfold and aggregate, forming sticky plaques outside of brain cells. These plaques disrupt communication between neurons. Simultaneously, tau, another protein crucial for neuron stability, becomes tangled inside the brain cells themselves, further hindering their function. The initial damage often appears in the olfactory bulb, the brain region responsible for processing smells, causing a noticeable smell loss, sometimes years before any memory problems become apparent. This is because the olfactory bulb is highly susceptible to the accumulation of these toxic proteins. That's precisely why a simple smell test can sometimes reveal potential problems much earlier than traditional memory tests, offering a valuable window into early brain changes. Furthermore, sleep disruption and amyloid buildup create a dangerous feedback loop, with each exacerbating the other, leading to a vicious cycle of poor sleep and increased amyloid deposition. This insidious cycle silently and steadily increases the brain's toxic protein load for years, often without any noticeable symptoms. And to make matters worse, insulin resistance, a hallmark of conditions like diabetes, adds even more fuel to the fire, effectively starving brain cells of the energy they need and significantly impairing their ability to effectively clear out these harmful toxins. These broken insulin signaling pathways can further increase amyloid production within the brain, while simultaneously slowing down the brain's natural waste removal processes. These seemingly minor early changes, often dismissed or overlooked, set the stage for the development of significant memory loss and cognitive decline later in life. However, understanding these intricate links and how they contribute to the disease process empowers us to target Alzheimer's far before it takes a firm hold, offering a chance to intervene and potentially alter its course. Early intervention through lifestyle modifications and targeted therapies can significantly slow or even prevent the devastating progression to full-blown Alzheimer's disease, offering hope for a healthier future. Recognizing subtle signs is just the start. Now it's time to translate that awareness into action. Taking proactive steps can significantly impact your journey toward maintaining optimal brain health. One simple yet effective method is to test your sense of smell right at home. Start with something familiar like coffee, then try lemon or cinnamon. Notice any changes in the intensity or accuracy of your smell perception. Track these changes over time in a journal. Note the dates and any other relevant factors such as recent illnesses or medications. It's also crucial to monitor sleep quality, not just the number of hours you spend in bed. Do you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day, or do you still feel tired and sluggish? Consider using a fitness tracker to identify sleep trends and patterns. If you consistently notice poor deep sleep or experience signs of sleep apnea, such as snoring or gasping for air during the night, be sure to bring this data to your doctor for further evaluation. Keep a close watch for instances of brain fog or sudden energy crashes, especially after consuming sugary meals. Maintain a detailed food and mood journal to track these occurrences. These patterns can reveal valuable insights into how your dietary habits and lifestyle choices are affecting your brain function and overall well-being. When you have a conversation with your doctor, it's essential to be as specific as possible. For example, instead of saying, "My sense of smell is off," try saying, "My sense of smell has declined noticeably." Or instead of saying, "I'm tired," say, "I feel unrested despite getting enough sleep." Providing concrete observations will prompt a more thorough and effective investigation by your healthcare provider. Don't hesitate to ask your doctor about the potential links between these signs and your brain health. Be persistent and proactive in seeking answers. Your observations and concerns are incredibly important and deserve to be addressed. Remember, you are your own best advocate when it comes to your health. The journey of early detection begins with simply paying close attention to the signals your body is sending you. Taking small steps now can make a significant and positive difference in your long-term brain health and overall well-being later in life. Learning Alzheimer's can start early is unsettling, but it's also hopeful. Science is shifting to early detection and prevention, aiming to intervene before decline begins. New tools like brain scans and blood tests are making early diagnosis possible and accessible. Early intervention, combining new drugs and lifestyle changes, offers real promise. The focus is now on keeping brains healthy, not just treating decline. Lifestyle choices, exercise, diet, sleep, stress management are proven to build brain resilience. The future of brain health is in our hands, not just in a pill. This information isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Recognizing early signs gives you time to act and shape your brain's future. Think of brain health as something to protect throughout life, not just in old age. Every healthy choice, food, sleep, movement, builds cognitive resilience. Share this knowledge with loved ones and encourage open conversations about brain health. Creating a supportive community breaks down stigma and fosters early action. Together, we can rewrite the story of Alzheimer's. It starts with noticing subtle clues and making proactive choices. By listening to your body and advocating for yourself, you take control of your cognitive destiny. The path forward is bright. Begin with awareness, purpose, and hope.